The smartest creatures, as far as you know, on this earth are humans, is our defining characteristic.
Yes.
We're obviously weaker than, say, chimpanzees, and less agile, but we are smarter. So now what happens when something vastly smarter than the smartest person comes along in silicon form? It's very difficult to predict what will happen in that circumstance. It's called the singularity. It's, there's a singularity like a black hole, because you don't know what happens after that. It's hard to predict.
I don't think the average person playing with AI on his iPhone perceives any danger. Can you just roughly explain what you think the dangers might be?
Yeah, so the danger, really, AI is perhaps more dangerous than, say, mismanaged aircraft design or production maintenance or bad car production, in the sense that it has the potential, however small one may regard that probability, but it is non-trivial. It has the potential of a civilizational destruction. There's movies like Terminator, but it wouldn't quite happen like Terminator, because the intelligence would be in the data centers.
Right.
The robot's just the end effector. But I think perhaps what you may be alluding to here is that regulations are really only put into effect after something terrible has happened.
That's correct.
If that's the case for AI, and we're only putting regulations after something terrible has happened, it may be too late to actually put the regulations in place. The AI may be in control at that point.
That's real. It is conceivable that AI could take control and reach a point where you couldn't turn it off, and it would be making decisions for people.
Yeah, absolutely. But there's also potential for bad. And so if you've got some radical new technology, you want to try to take a set of actions that maximize the probability that it will do good and minimize the probability it will do bad things.
Yes.
It can't just be hell for leather. Let's just go, barreling forward and, hope for the best. And then at one point, I said, well, what about, we're going to make sure humanity's okay here.
I think that digital superintelligence, or artificial general intelligence, as it's called sometimes or mostly, is more likely to be good than bad. But it's just that the probability of a bad outcome is not zero. And I think probably the more we worry about a bad outcome, the less likely it is to occur.
Okay.
So I think we should be, just say, like, let's try to steer the AI in a good direction.
What do you think that potentially bad outcome would be? I mean, I've got ideas in my head. I've seen some sci-fi movies.
Sure.
But
I mean, obviously the extreme case would be it wipes out humanity.
Yeah.
That would be. It's not a 0% chance. Hopefully, it's a low chance, but it's not zero. Or it doesn't wipe us all out, but it's kind of like the chimps and the gorillas. They're in small sections of Earth, but they're, and we don't, like, it's not like we're, like, going and hunting them down or anything, but they're contained in small areas of Earth, and so they don't.
We don't prioritize them.
We don't prioritize them, and I'm not sure that, like, they're certainly not, like, expanding.
Is, like, AI one of your main worries in regards to the future?
Yeah, pretty much. Yes.
What-
It's not necessarily bad. It's definitely going to be outside of human control.
Not necessarily bad, right?
Yeah, it's not necessarily bad. It's just outside of human control. Now, the thing that's going to be tricky here is that it's going to be very tempting to use AI as a weapon. It's going to be very tempting. In fact, it will be used as a weapon. So the on-ramp to serious AI, the danger is going to be more humans using it against each other, I think, most likely. That'll be the danger.